path of suchness, the path of reality, the Mahayana, is the accumulation of merit and wisdom through the 6 paramitas, transcendental perfections. They are transcendental perfections because an enlightened being, a bodhisattva on the bhumis, someone on the path to enlightenment, perceives the essenceless, dreamlike character of all phenomena as they exist. And through that develops non-conceptual wisdom. And so all of these transcendental perfections, activities, and consciousness, they arise from the beyond, from the transcendental. So with the accumulation of merit and wisdom, which happen together, you have the internal process of dhyana, meditation, the 5th transcendental perfection, feeding into non-conceptual wisdom, the 6th transcendental perfection. And from within wisdom, from within transcendental insight, from prajna, from divine intelligence, perceiving the essencelessness of phenomena and of the self, and so is completely above, transcendent to samsara. When you engage in meditation, cultivate wisdom, then the next step is patience. You develop patience with people. Patience becomes your post-meditative sadhana, what you do after meditating. You cultivate patience. And cultivating of your patience with people, listening, not getting upset because you understand the samsaric nature. You've worked it out in yourself, so you're not drawn into it. You provide that patience with people, and that is a form of generosity, which is the 1st paramita. So really, yogin, or as someone on the path, anyone really, practicing the Mahayana, the great vehicle of suchness, of the nature of reality, true reality, the true self-nature, the bodhisattva, the original elevated condition of the mind, like Avalokiteshvara. For practicing the bodhisattva vehicle, the path of enlightenment, generosity is the very first paramita and the entrance to the path. Maitreya said in the Ornament of Mahayana Sutras, generosity in which adverse factors have disappeared, endowed with wisdom that is non-conceptual, completely fulfills the wishes of all beings and brings all beings to maturity at the 3 levels. So he's saying that both the short people of little quality, it brings their fruition. The people of middle quality, it brings their fruition. And the people of high quality, it brings their fruition. So the practice of providing your patients, first of all, wisdom which is non-conceptual, prajñaparamita, which perceives the essencelessness and illusory nature of the self and phenomena, and the meditation upon that, perfection of wisdom, perfect insight, leads to the cultivation of patience with your human family, whether it's, the entire human family. You can begin with, your lover, your inner friend group, your family, but begin cultivating patience consciously with them. Within that same, when you go into meditation and you develop that clear bodhi, that luminous mind of awakening, you cultivate that clear mind within dhyana, the 5th and 6th paramitas, dhyana, meditation, non-conceptual wisdom. When you cultivate that in your meditation sadhana, as soon as you go about your post-meditation, view it as a continuation of your dharma, of your practice, moment to moment, constantly. This is what we need. This is what people need to be doing. Don't put it off, section it off in a place in your head. This is my spiritual self, or this whatever. No, this is reality. This is reality, and we have one life to get with the program. To respond to the divine vibration and tune ourselves to it. We only have this one life to do that, and it could end at any moment. So you need to take your post-meditation, your everyday activity, as a dharma. Okay? And this is how we do it. If we're serious about becoming bodhisattva, we're serious about being yogis. Even if we're devotional people, we do bhakti, it's all there in bhakti also. All of whatever you are, this basic universal vehicle of suchness, Mahayana. So you cultivate the peace and clarity in meditation. And it needs to be combined with prajna, with wisdom. So your mind stops fixating on the reality of phenomena. Does that mean you just disconnect from reality? Sort of, but not totally, because reality wasn't ever real to begin with to connect or disconnect to. All of that kind of conceptual grasping, it's eliminated when you perceive the basic principle of wisdom, which is dependent origination. So watch my video on dependent origination that I uploaded a little bit ago if you want to go. I'm not going to go more into that right now. Okay, so you have mind of dependent origination and mind of sunyata. That's what emptiness is, which is the perfection of wisdom. So you have the mind, the ultimate paramita, which begins our path on the paramitas as enlightened beings. You have that non-conceptual wisdom, apprehending the essencelessness of dharmas, and yet still they exist. So then you enter into the magical illusion of the archetypal reality as it is, and you have cultivated divine intellect based on that. You become one with reality. And every practice, every moment becomes dharma practice. Okay, so you cultivate this non-conceptual wisdom, abiding within it through meditation, the 5th paramita, dhyana paramita. Cultivate, I've heard it been translated before as serenity. I think that's a beautiful thing. If you think in your mind of meditation as being something you do sitting on the ground in front of your your sister's old dresser with ritual stuff in it, then serenity is dhyana paramita, serenity of the mind. Okay, when you can cultivate that, take it out into your life, into your immediate people that you care about, that you love, friends, family, lovers, whatever, co-workers, sometimes, maybe not so much. Me, not really, not right now. Take it out to them. And when you take that non-conceptual serenity, when you take that out into the field of awareness that is the earth, you'll see how it recombobulates itself around the presence of a bodhisattva, of a bodhi being, of an awake, luminous mind. And you practice patience, you connect with people that you love, that you're close to. You let them feel that connection to you. You remember the video in Hello Kitty about magnetizing city? When your perception connects, there's sparsha, there's contact. There's actual psychosomatic elemental contact going on inside of the subtle body when you're in a field of awareness with people. You create like a loka, you create like a barda, you create like a mini dimension. So when you go into your local fields of awareness around you of people that you love, cultivate patience from that non-conceptual serenity. This is Dharma. This is what you do in your activity. And cultivating that patience becomes generosity. Then you do things for people. The Dharma is all goodness, all good samandavajra. Don't let the ifs, ands, or buts and the stingy, Scrooge McDuck people who are stingy with their love, don't let them get to you. Generosity is goodness. Okay, so will you be generous with the Dharma? You be generous with material things, little things. Take all of that activity as Dharma activity, happening moment to moment. So that activity of generosity is morality, which is sila paramita. And you're diligent with it, which is virya paramita. This is the 6 paramitas. So externally, your activity is diligence, morality, and generosity. Internally, patience, serenity, meditation, and wisdom. So internally, you have non-conceptual wisdom based on the serenity of meditation, producing a basic internal state of patience, of abiding within non-conceptual wisdom and serenity with people. Really with people. And then from the morality and diligence, vigilance, really. Vigilance. You produce generosity. You provide for your human family. And help them, cultivate that little flower of love within your immediate proximity, of your field of awareness around you. Even you can plant a little bit of that is dharma, And people are very responsive to it in this dark age where everything's fallen. It's very attractive, magnetizing. So you see where this is heading. You do your dharma practice, you get magnetizing siddhi, you get magnetizing power. You become a magnetic person. Like a bodhisattva. And it says in the 𝙏𝙝 Sutra that when you do this, when you cultivate beings by practicing the paramitas around you, you create a Buddha field, especially when you can bring them into the Dharma, into reality, the real reality. You create a field of the real reality, of a Buddha field. It says so in the first chapter of the 𝙏𝙝 Sutra on the Buddha field. You create a literal, spatial dimension of omniscient, mutual wisdom and love. And it takes the form in the Shambhogaka, in the enjoyment body. It takes all these divine forms, and all these divine archetypes come blossoming out of this Buddha field within the Shambhogaka, the enjoyment body. So practicing the Bodhisattva vehicle is to draw people into the Pure Land, to bring the Pure Land, to create a Pure Land, out of the flowering of morality and wisdom, which are the 6 paramitas, and allow and cultivate and give, they create the 2 accumulations of enlightenment, which is merit and wisdom. Okay, so this is our Vajra. This is our Vajra here that we have with us. Take this Vajra in hand that I'm giving you. Okay, you have wisdom, skillful means, prajna upaya, perfect insight, skillful means. Merit and wisdom, internal processes, external processes, patience and generosity. Patience arising from serene non-conceptual wisdom, generosity imbued with morality, and vigilance is your Vajra.